Hey, hi, hello again. It's me, Amy the Baker, back with another video. Had to fluff up my icing for the cake that I'm making myself for my birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
By the time you are seeing this, my birthday will have come and gone. I'm turning 27. I figure I'm a baker, why not make myself a cake? I usually do on my birthday. Well, the last few years anyways. I had a sheet cake left over from Bubba's birthday. When I was making the cupcakes for him, I ended up doing a full instead of a half, and so I had the 12 cupcakes and enough for an entire sheet cake. I just baked it off and then put it in the freezer, not knowing what I'd use it for. Here we are using it. I cut it into squares, well, square-ish, it's a bit of a rectangle. I'm gonna have to be careful how I stack them or they will not line up. This is peanut butter caramel. It's just my thick caramel sauce recipe. I use peanut butter in place of the butter. That recipe is roughly
Cup of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of cream, and 60 grams of butter, 60-ish. And then salt to taste, and I usually add a splash of my nice vanilla, but that's optional.
Thicker than a Snicker. Oh, okay. That was not very smart. I've been sick. Basically, the day after I finished filming the last video, I got sick. That might have been part of the reason why I was feeling so blah, but we are surviving. It's freaking BS. I'm the only one in the house who got sick. When you're breastfeeding, so magical. Your body's like, oh, you're sick? I'm actually not going to give you any of the antibodies. I'm going to put it all in your breast milk for your baby, which makes sense. I'd rather be sick than Leon, but I'd rather neither of us be sick. I don't really have plans for my birthday other than Nathan is making me epic street tacos. That should be yummy. Yeah, that's it. Oh, tomorrow is the Christmas parade in my town. I'm going to go to that with my parents and Leon, obviously. Nathan works, unfortunately. Won't. Ooh, this... I might have to go for a second. I thought this square would be big enough. That's annoying.
That's so messy.
I don't want to cut all of them. So annoying. I'll be back. I'm back with a bigger cake circle. I don't know why I thought a 6-inch would be enough. It's a 6-inch square. I guess that means the diagonals are longer. See, your girl's been out of school for too long. She forgets basic math. This much better. This is the worst part about being sick. I'm so congested.
I need this, I need this, I need this.
Yeah, my ears are plugged, so I don't know how loud or how quiet I'm actually speaking. And I'm also just so phlegmy. Down the back of my throat, out my nose, all of it. It's the worst. We shall survive. I don't know if that's going to be enough buttercream. I did a double, but I might have to make more. So my plan for the cake is the chocolate cake, peanut butter buttercream, and then I made some raspberry reduction earlier that I'm gonna mix into a raspberry cream cheese icing to decorate it with, peanut butter caramel to fill it with. Yeah, that's the plan. What have I been up to? I finished my diamond by number. Turned out very nice.
Very cool.
And then I've been doing perler bead crafts, which has been very fun. I did a Pichu for my partner's brother because that is one of his favorite characters in Smash. And downstairs I had made years ago now a Yoshi. Actually, I don't think I made the Yoshi for Nathan, but I gave it to him after we got together. So the Yoshi is downstairs next to a Cubone, which was their mom's favorite Pokemon. I made Justin the Pichu to go on the other side as like a little cute little thing. And then last night I made the Tekken logo, which turned out really cool. So that was fun. Gotta make sure that's the right line. Yeah, I've never actually done a square cake before. It's gonna be tall. I don't know if I'll use all 4 layers that I was gonna use, but I kind of want to. I mean, why not, right? We'll see. I had never heard of Tekken, actually, before Justin moved down here, and now it's a very regular part of my day-to-day experiences hearing about Tekken. Not that I'm complaining, it's a cool game. I'm not good at it. I tried it like once or twice now. Not the game for me. I'll stick to my user-friendly, easy games for little children. This is not enough icing. That's okay, we'll figure something out. But I don't think I'll have enough time to do anything but a crumb coat because I got to get dinner started as well. Hopefully I have enough for the crumb coat and then I can make one more layer layer, one more recipe, and that should be enough to do a proper coat.
Yeah.
And that's the crafts that I've been doing. It's the perler and the, ooh, don't want to eat plastic. That makes me think of a story. I was working in fine-ish dining at this restaurant that's now closed, called Provision, and my pastry chef had accidentally left some parchment on the bottom of one of the desserts that we sent to the sister restaurant. And the head chef had obviously reprimanded him for it. But this guy, he was like an old school. He wasn't super old, but he was old school in his approach to being a chef. And he made my pastry chef eat a piece of parchment. Like, does that taste good? Do you like the way that tastes? Like, don't ever let that happen again, kind of thing. And then in future retellings, like years later, he was telling that story and he neglected to mention that part. And then when I said that, he's like, no, that never happened. And I was like, I don't think I would have made that up. So absurd. Obviously not the best look for my pastry chef, getting forced to eat parchment paper. So I don't blame him for omitting that part of the story to his peers. I suppose at that time they were our peers. Do I want to go taller? I feel like if I go taller, it's going to be too tall. I have the cake. Uh-oh. Well, I don't think I can go taller at the moment anyways. This needs to set. It is unstable. I'm going to get it in the fridge to set. I don't think I'm going to add the last layer. And this is part of the reason I stopped doing cakes. They stress me out. It's so funny. I always remember like having fun doing them. And then when I'm actually doing them, I'm like, this is the worst. Okay, I'm gonna get this in the fridge for a little bit. I don't know if I'll be back. It depends on if Bubba wakes up or not. I gotta crumb coat it, finish coating it, and then decorate it. So if I am back, I'll be back for the decoration part with the raspberry cream cheese icing, which I have a feeling is going to go terribly. We'll see. But in any case, don't you worry, don't you fret. This video, it's not over yet. For I, Amy the Baker, will be back for the next part of this baking adventure right now. I'm back in a mild mess. I got a bubby at my knees and a mess you can't see. As I said earlier, I've been making a lot of perlers and I decided to do stocking stuffers. So this one's for my dad. Isn't he cute? It's so big. It's like as big as my head. You want that? That should distract him for a minute. Yeah, Nathan's at the grocery store and it's Tuesday, so I really need to film this and get it edited so I can post it for tomorrow. The cake turned out wonderful. It's getting a little bit stale though, I won't lie. All the flavors together, they just married so nicely. I re-dyed my hair, but it's currently a mess, super poofy. Whatever. Nathan got me flowers for my birthday. My favorite color, yellow. So pretty. I feel like I had more to elaborate on from earlier in the video. Now I just can't remember, and I don't have time to watch it back and think about it, so. What I do know is I think I only have like 6.5 minutes, so I need at least 3.5 minutes of usable footage out of this, which is daunting. I seriously have the cutest baby in the world. Oh, I remember I wanted to talk about how I started listening to Lord of the Rings audiobook on Spotify because it was like, oh, it's included in your Spotify Premium. And I was so excited. I was going to just hype it up. And then last night, as I was making that little Baby Yoda Christmas Santa guy, I ran out of listening hours because you only get 15 a month apparently, which isn't even enough to cover the first book. Now I'm pissed off. But they renew in 2 days, so I'll be able to finish the first book. But now I'm realizing to listen to all 3, it'll take me like 3 or 4 months. I'm pissed. Leon's newest stim is just going bucka 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 bucka. It's really funny. Oh, thank you.
Oh, Baby Yoda, and I'm wearing a Santa hat.
What was I saying? Oh, he also just likes going upside down now. I got a sprinkle. I like using sprinkles for aesthetic purposes, but they get so hard when they're in the fridge. I spent way too much money thrifting today, and it was mostly all stuff for Bubba. A couple of things for my friend who has a baby consignment store, and some books for my sister who's a teacher. Too much money, but whatever. My birthday was good. Uneventful, which is nice. I've had a lot of bad birthdays, so an uneventful birthday is very welcome. This sweater is kind of small on me now that I have gained a lot of weight since pregnancy. I got from a local-ish town over artist who was doing live music at my partner's work. Her music was really good live, but the studio versions on Spotify I didn't really vibe with. In any case, I really liked this design, and it's been one of my favorite sweaters since I got it. Oh yeah, I wanted to say how in Lord of the Rings, J.R.R. Tolkien uses "in the meanwhile" constantly. I've probably heard it at least 15 to 20 times in the 3/4 of the first book that I've listened to. I didn't think that was a word. I thought I made that up, but it turns out one of my favorite stories of all times uses it constantly. Baby Yoda, he keeps handing it to me. Thank you, honey. So I thought that was funny. Okay, this. You wanna try? What do you think? You can try another piece? Pretty good?
Nom, nom.
Yeah, that's num num. Oh, that's so good. Look at his little shirt.
Hey, listen.
He loves seeing himself. Yeah, you say hi. Oh, okay. Booka, booka, booka. Okay, white power. You're gonna get canceled when you're a grown up for that. Want a little bit more? There you go. He loves it. Okay, last bite. So good.
Christmas baby Yoda. Christmas baby Yoda.
Yeah, this is the current mess, perler mess that I am neglecting to deal with. I should have enough footage, so I'm gonna leave it there. Leave a like if you liked the video. Comment down below the best birthday cake you've ever had. Subscribe if you haven't done that already. And I'll be seeing you guys again in the next one. Peace. Bye. Bye-bye.